You alright, baby? Yo, get out of here. What I told you? Huh? What I told... Listen, man, I ain't put on another fucking... Excuse my language, man. I ain't put on another... Cover your ears, mama. Cover your ears. Cover your ears. I ain't put on another motherfucking video unless y'all like, subscribe, and review. Or rate, subscribe, and review. Huh? My daughter right here, you know what I'm saying? Look, you see her? We don't want to be in this problem. So make sure you rate, subscribe, and motherfucking review. And we on Google Play, nigga. So you make sure you rate, subscribe, and review. Keep your ears covered. If you want to know how to do it, check this out. I keep showing y'all, look. Go to the podcast, right? Excuse me. Start clear. Go to the podcast. Now let me clean this out, cause it's... Go to the podcast. See the podcast? You go here. Search. Search is on the bottom right. You type in Flip the Script Podcast. You type that in. You click the bottom. When you click the bottom, you go to... You make sure you press the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, press subscribe. Go to review. Write a fucking review. You understand? You put your password in. Let's see. Let me see. Hold on. And you fuck. I don't feel like doing it. So make sure you do that. Get out of here and start following me around. Let's go, princess. Let's get the fuck about it. Cover your ears. Get the hell away from me. I'm from Queens. We talking to you, man. You the man.
All right, beautiful.
You know me.
It's just us.
You know me. I mean, G-Money hit me up and said that, he supported you. You had to... I asked you about it earlier. You said this screenplay, right? It's like a show you do.
No, it's a theater piece.
A theater piece.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a play. It's a drama. Yeah.
G-Money told me how dope it was. And on top of what, you know where I know you from. I told you, man. I know you from the infamous Juice.
You know.
Wait, hold on. Please. Show some respect to this man.
I am. You know I'm from right here.
Look
you know I'm from right here. It's a fact.
Let's go.
Let's talk
G,
about it.
this is that shit I like when you do this shit. Look. That nigga still look the same, nigga. Why you look the same like that, son? It's you. Who else drink the juice? Is him? Who else drink the juice? Who else look young, man? Why y'all motherfuckers look so young, son?
That's probably my first question I wanted to ask him, because every time I see him, I feel like, we like around the same age or something. I don't know this guy, man.
You look the same,
it's crazy.
Bro.
That's all good. That's a beautiful thing.
Of course.
I mean, what?
No, how you look the same? I just want to know that. I'm going to start off that.
All right, first off, when I did that movie, I was 27.
You was 27?
I was 27.
Okay.
I was the oldest one out of the group. Pac used to call me old man. He'd come on the set, be like, yo, we're old man at.
For real?
Because I think Pac was 18, 19.
Shit.
Omar was 18, and Jermaine was 17. We did that.
Yeah, Omar.
So wait, time out. So you just got some young juice in you? Like, what the fuck is that? What do you think? You look young now.
Bro. Yeah. It's
what
about,
do you do?
No.
You eat the bar?
Square business.
All right.
It's about leading a stress-free lifestyle. You just talked about it when we met. We shook hands. It was all good.
That's true.
Not stressing, chilling. Ain't nobody looking for me. I'm good. Ain't worried about it.
I mean, you look young. You look very young, man.
Relaxing.
So, let me ask you a question. Please be respectful to my couch. Well, it's not mine. This is guy's couch. But yeah, it's like mine. Pause. How did you... Before I let G-Money take over, I'm just asking you, can I?
No, yeah, do your thing.
Sure?
Yeah.
How did you even get that role? Like, how the fuck that came about?
I auditioned just like everybody else.
So you got to bring no. You got to bring me to the day, not the day, but like what you did, how you heard about it. I need to know the whole shebang.
So let's go back. You're talking about 1991.
Facts.
Chilling. I was at a club. I got an opportunity to audition for a commercial. I think it was for Colt 45. Actually, they were doing a club scene, whatever. So somebody approached me and asked if I would be interested in doing a commercial. Sure, why not? I ain't doing nothing else. They said I had to go see this agent first. If the agent said it was cool, I would get to audition. So I went into the office. Like 2 days later, I met the people. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Yeah. They said, oh, yeah, he's great. Send him in. I booked the commercial.
So you got the commercial.
Right. So now they like me. Would you like to go out for more commercials? Yeah, sure. Why not?
So that was your first, when they first came to you, that was your first time ever, you wasn't even thinking about acting yet?
I had done a couple of commercials before that, but that was as a dancer.
Got you. Okay.
Years before that.
Got you.
But with that agency, I booked like 3 commercials back to back to back.
Colt 45.
Levi's jeans, 501 jeans, and I did something for HBO, like back to back to back. So they were like, "Wow, all right, cool. Would you be interested in auditioning for some legit stuff?" I didn't even know what that was. I said, "Yeah. Well, what do you mean legit?" They said, "TV, films. That be something you'd be interested in?" Yeah, sure. Why not? But I didn't really know what I was getting myself into.
Okay.
I think 3 months before I got that job in Juice, I was doing extra work on New Jack City. So like, I don't know. My whole career has been fortunate occurrence and execution of once that door cracks open, stroll the fuck on through there. Yeah.
So they asked you to do that. You went in the office, and do you remember who you auditioned for?
It was Jackie Brown. She was a casting director, and she actually hired me for a couple of other things since. Then after that, you get to meet the producers, the directors, if it goes well. There was a lot of cats auditioning for that. There was a lot of people that came through.
For that particular role, or for the overall role?
They had us auditioning for every role. Like, they would take you in a room and switch it up. So when it was coming down to the wire, there was 12 of us, in there the last couple of days. There Reed Bishop, Reed Q.
Do you remember seeing Tupac there? Did he come?
Hell yeah, no doubt.
So he was in the same process as you then? He had switched roles, he had to go through the whole...
We were in the room most of the time together because it was the guys that was kind of killing it, So, yeah, we were reading together a lot.
So then, okay, you auditioned for the role, right? Then, did they let you know then and there you had it, or you had to go home and they called you? For
this job, I knew that day. I was actually, out of the 4 guys that are cast, I was the first one to find out that I had a part. Check it out. There were 8 of us for the last day. They took us out to dinner, and they wanted to see who was like vibing with who. So it was me, Pac, and Jermaine was sitting at the end of the table down there. Omar was down here with like the director and the producers and everybody. And we were down there, and I was the only one that was old enough to buy beer. So I was buying pitchers, and we was getting fucked up and having fun. But they was down there watching us, and they were like, see, like that. They already got a little crew down there. But the next day when we came in, they were like, had us read. They were like, that's great. Thank you. You can go home. Left the room. Read again. Cool. Thank you. You can go. And we were all like, oh shit, they sending people home. It's on. So
fuck.
We did it again, and the writer, Gerard Brown, said, Khalil, can I speak to you in the hall, please? And I was like, damn, because I thought I was getting sent home. Yeah, everybody, Pop, Jermaine, they looked at me like, damn, G, sorry, So I went out in the hall, and Gerard told me, he said, look, we talked about it, because they were sitting in the corner. They said, look, man, we were thinking it really came down between you and Omar for Q. And we talked about it, and we decided we're probably going to give that role to Omar. And I was like, all right, cool, He said, yeah, but we're going to make you do Raheem. And I was like, oh, cool. He's like, so when you go back in, don't say nothing. So when I came back in to read, everybody was like, yo, what's up? I was like, it's all good, let's go.
How long was the filming process for that movie?
Not long. I think we shot that in 28 days, something like that.
Shit.
Yeah.
The whole movie?
The whole movie.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's great. But the thing was that I didn't even know, because of the way they casted it and they had us doing all the different parts. By the time we got to do the fucking movie,
half of it was not.
Yeah, right. We already knew. We knew everybody's role. Yeah. So it was like rehearsal and casting at the same time. They knew whoever got this role, they're gonna be ready.
So before we're gonna come back to the movie. Before that, where did you grow? Like, tell me about you. Like, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Manhattan. I grew up on the Lower East Side, Alphabet City.
Are you Spanish?
Nah, I'm black and Chinese.
Black and Chinese. Black.
My mother's father is Chinese.
Your mother's father and what black?
My grandfather.
Are you down south black or
Yeah,
Caribbean black?
South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you were born in Manhattan.
Yeah.
And then how was it? Like, what school you went to and shit? Like,
I went to PS 140.
High school?
I went to Hunter
Hunter
High
You
School.
had a lot of girls?
Nah, Hunter is like a brainiac school. So
You
the girls at my school when I went to Hunter had really great personalities.
It was ugly.
Did they give a lot of head?
Yo, actually,
I don't know. You subliminally.
actually, there was a chick that went to school with me at Hunter.
Check
Her
that.
name was Maria Von Hartz, and she had like strawberry blonde hair, and she was kind of tall and gangly, but she ended up turning out to be a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
But yeah,
So you-
even to this day, because my nephew graduated from Hunter also. I didn't graduate from Hunter, but my nephew did, and shout out to the Hunter
It's
girls.
facts. Did you take anything down in school or you
I went, yeah, one, but I didn't really date the girls at my school at the time. I was working at the Roxy, so I had plenty. You know, I
was that
didn't.
club?
Yeah,
You know, you don't know about the Roxy, bro?
I'm from Queens, nigga. I don't know
Stop
about that
playing, man.
Legendary club.
shit. Is it the open the door for
The children.
Is that the club that I punched a nigga in the face there, right?
Nah,
Nah.
that was Rebel. That's Rebel. That's different.
Oh, really?
So the Roxy, man, 18th Street between 10th and 11th.
Okay.
Legendary joint. Hip hop heaven.
Okay.
So DJ Red Alert, Africa Bambaataa, Africa Islam.
I forget about it. You know, you got a couple allegations going about him. We don't want to talk about them. Really.
Nah, Zulu Nation.
I mean, you know, did you hear the new allegations about African
Nah.
Bambaataa touching
Nah.
little kids and all that?
Nah.
Okay, well, you can talk about it again because you don't know.
I don't. But I mean, I know what happened at the Roxy in the.
He was lit in the
in
Roxy. He got.
Yo, dude, serious? You don't know nothing about Zulu Nation?
I know about the Zulu Nation, but my brother Starbuck Wild said that Africa had a couple of people, 5 guys came forward and said African Bambaataa was fucking them in the ass as teenagers, man. That's what that's.
Well, yo, people are gay. They like to fuck in the ass. They do what they're gonna
First of all-
fucking do.
first of all, pause.
All I know.
That's crazy. I didn't expect you to say. I respect it. But I don't respect it.
Because you don't fuck people in the ass.
No.
Right. All right. Cool.
But that's his thing. There's nothing wrong
But
with
yeah, in my opinion, you know, who he want to fuck in the ass is
Yeah, but I mean,
his business.
I think nobody was really mad that he was gay. I think it was the fact that they were teenagers. They were younger than him. They were. I think that's what more was the taboo of it. When
So
Star,
are these allegations or is this proven fact?
I mean, but 6 people came forward. 6 different people came forward.
And
So
it said like when I was 12,
when
Africa Bambaataa fucked me in the ass.
when I was younger, African Bambaataa. Yeah, he has a book of pictures
That's
of us and
crazy.
all that crazy shit. I swear to God, when you go home, go listen to that shit. Starbuck Wild. 6 niggas called. I tried to get.
Come on, man.
Nigga named Ronald Savage. I tried to get him on the show, but he didn't want to. He thought I was gonna make a joke, but I wasn't gonna make a joke.
All right. Let's stop. Let's stop talking about
pause,
Africa
pause,
Bambaataa and his
pause.
sexual predilections.
Pause. So-
the only reason I brought up the Roxy was because that's where like
So you was in
it
high school
came-
working at the Roxy.
Yeah, I got a job there when I was 15.
All right, so you were working at the Roxy.
What you
okay.
was doing in the Roxy?
When it first opened up, it was a roller disco,
Right.
and I was like the roller disco king in New York when I was 15.
What you
I
do?
swear to God, you want to talk about look some shit up? Look that shit up.
You can still roller skate and all that.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm old now. I can't do the shit I used to do. You can't do the shit you used to
You used to turn and do that shit with your legs and come up and
Dude,
pause.
jump 360s in the air, splits,
They should have had you on roll bounce
fucking-
then. Why they
Well,
got you?
actually, a lot of people said that roll bounce was like about me.
Oh wow.
Yo,
I respect your shit, but don't be too cocky like that. That's way you go too far.
I'm
Don't go that far, my nigga.
I'm
Don't
telling
like
you.
yourself that much, my
I'm
nigga.
telling you, look the
I
shit up.
respect your word.
Word.
You was fire like that.
I was one of the best
check your
roller
phone, check your
skaters
phone, make sure
in
you
the
know
city.
what
I actually got to try. That's how. Remember, I told you. I did a couple of commercials as a dancer.
Yeah.
That was because of the skating shit.
Ooh.
I got
okay.
to go to Brazil. I opened up 3 roller discos, like did their opening night performance. So I got to travel to Brazil
So
when I was 16.
you never
Italy.
you never went to the Skate Key. The Skate Key wasn't open yet.
Yeah, I went there. I went to Skate Key, Weehawken, Empire, all that. Metropolis.
So you was a dude back in the day with
High roller,
with
high
the
roller,
little bell
57.
bottoms on and all that.
Yeah,
Bell
no
bottoms
doubt.
tight.
Yeah, no doubt.
Greasy.
Yeah, no doubt. That's right.
Hollywood swingers.
You little nigga. You
That's
ugly,
fine.
girls. Get out of here. Yo. Sorry. Yo, so So, all right. So let's go back to okay. So that's your life. So you was in Manhattan. Manhattan. Were you? What type of kid were you? Were you fighting? Did you have a lot of problems with it? Because you have light skin niggas was in back in the day.
Yeah, that's true.
Light skin niggas was in back in those days.
Growing up, I grew up on 6th Street between 1st and 2nd. So our block was like cool. It was like Little India. There's Indian restaurants all up and down our block. But as you move further east, Avenue B, Avenue C, Avenue D, back then in the 80s, it was not cute. Thompson Square Park was like just some of the best heroin in the city down there. You know, so it was a little crazy. And yeah, you know, I did what I had to do.
Give us a crazy.
I'm the oldest in my family too, so I got a little brother and a little sister. So I had to, look out for them. But I was usually the youngest in my crew. I always hung out with the older dudes.
Give us a crazy childhood memory, like crazy.
Wow. There was this Puerto Rican woman that lived on the second floor in our building, but we had all shared a backyard, and her man drove trucks. He was a truck driver, so he was off on the road all the time. And summertime we used to go up on the fire escape, and it was just right there. And we used to just chill on the fire escape and watch her sleep. In summertime, she would sleep with like no covers on. And to this day, I'm like, she knew we was out there, man. Like, come on, window all over this, and we be chilling. We was like 13. It's like, damn, look at that shit.
Her body was nice.
Oh, she was amazing.
All right, so now forward, you did Levi, you did all these things. You got the part, he pulled you out, you got Raheem. Who pulled you to the hallway? What's his name?
Gerard Brown, the writer.
Brown.
Yeah.
So he told you about Raheem.
Yeah.
Took you 28 days to shoot that.
Yeah.
Now, I did some research, like I told you earlier.
Yeah.
And I didn't read the article because I wanted to wait till I speak to you. I didn't read it, I won't lie. But I saw that you had a fight with Tupac or you beat him up on set.
Nah.
So why did they say that?
Nah, we did not put hands on each other. We were broken up before anybody got hit. But it was a cold day. There were blankets passed out to keep us warm. And he didn't want to give up his blanket when it was time to shoot. But meanwhile, everybody else had given up their blanket. When they called action, Pac still got his blanket on. I was like, yo, motherfucker, take your blanket off so we can get this shit. We can get out the cold. Pac, and he said to me, take my name out your mouth, motherfucker. And then we started yapping and whatever, and they broke it up. Nothing happened.
Oh, so it was no fight?
Nah.
So that was a lie that I read.
If they said that Pac and I had a fight, that was a lie. But there was a rumor going around the set. They were like, "Oh, Pac almost whooped Khalil's ass yesterday, bro." I was like,
"Oh, he
fuck
was
out."
Okay. So how was it working?
That's what happens when you got the light eyes and you light skin.
Hey,
everybody can beat your ass. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, she can relate to you. Yeah. So how was it working with that nigga though? Like
Pac was beautiful. As a matter of fact, I think the four of us definitely were pulled in by Pac, even in the audition process, because of how hungry he was. He wasn't even supposed to audition. He came there, I think, with Gmoney from Digital Underground. And he was like, yo, can I read? Can I read?
I thought it was some mommy first. I'm like, wait a minute, I was.
And they were like, yeah, cool. You want to audition?
Wow.
Yeah.
But his energy was his energy, his like the way he worked.
Yeah, but he went to a performing arts school. He was an actor before he was a rapper. He was like more ready than I was. I never went to no acting school or nothing like that. But Pac, was so a studied performer. He was ready to go.
Besides that, did anybody else disagree on set? Like, was there anything on set that you could remember? Anyone?
Yeah, I pointed the gun at Jermaine at lunch once, and he got all pissy about it. And I told him to go fuck himself. I was like, "Fuck you, little nigga, shut up." I was like, "What?"
Which was Jermaine, the little fat one?
Yeah.
Still.
He was like, "Don't put that shit in my face." I was like, "What, nigga?"
It was a real one or fake one?
The real one, the one we used in the movie.
Those are real?
Yeah.
Shit.
Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son, got killed on the Crow because it's a real fucking gun.
I heard he got killed, man. But I didn't know how.
They shot it and they didn't. The fucking thing got lodged. It didn't come out. So when they reloaded it, they thought they emptied the gun out. And it's funny because I met the actor who actually pulled the trigger in the movie I can't remember his name, creepy looking dude. But it fucked him up because he killed him by accident. So they told him the gun was cool, and when he fired a blank, the shell came out that was lodged in the barrel and hit him. Can you imagine that shit? Action! Bah! The motherfucker go down. He's like, starts bleeding and shit. It's fucked up.
He fucked up Bruce Lee's legacy, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit, man. We gotta see that nigga when we
Accidents. So you gotta be careful on the set.
So it was an accident.
Yeah.
So he didn't want you pointing the gun at him.
No.
Okay. So now you filmed the movie 28 Days. Y'all film it in the city.
Uptown. Uptown, Harlem.
Okay, y'all film it in Harlem. After the movie come out, how everything changed for you?
I had auditioned for a couple of films before Juice, so I had started reading scripts, and I read this script, and I thought, it's cool. I didn't think there was anything profound about the script. And as far as a story goes, if you think about the story of it, I think it was more the camaraderie and the performances and the music and just the sort of realness of this film. Like, it felt like we shot it, that we went uptown and shot it. It didn't look too glossy or done up, it looked like uptown.
So you didn't feel like it was going to be as legendary as it was?
Definitely not.
Wow.
Definitely. And I had never worked on a film before, so while we were doing it, everything seemed like weird, Like, nah.
A lot of people was out there?
Yeah. And it's like, should we do it again? No, we got it. And you're like, all right, cool,
Wow.
And you just trust.
I guess they wanted the raw shit.
Definitely, but we were fucking around and having fun and really, there was a good chemistry between the four of us on the set. And it shows in the movie.
It does.
Yeah,
It does.
I think that's really what made the difference. And I had no idea that it was going to blow up the way it did. But I got to tell you, that's one of my favorite moments as an entertainer was before Juice came out. And I went to the movies with my friends. And we sat down, and I don't remember what movie it was that we went to see, but and it was like you're up there all of a sudden, like it's real, because it takes a while, man. You finish the flick, and then they gotta approve it, and then they gotta edit it, and soundtrack, and all this shit. Months goes by. After a while, it feels like, did that even happen? You start to forget. And then when we sat there in the theater with my people, and the fucking trailer came on, it was beautiful.
So what was life like after though? Like, tell me.
Think about it. You're in New York. You see the posters start to go up in the train station and shit. It was a lot. It was nice. Dinah Ross sat right in front of us at the premiere. And I was with my mom. And when the movie started, I remember, elbowing my mom like, that looked like my name up there, Mom. It's the beginning of a new life, and you know it. No matter what, like, you did that, and nobody could take it.